watching Big 12 now on ESPN. The number 7 Texas Longhorns riding a 3-game winning streak. Visit Schollmeyer Arena on the campus of TCU. It's the final regular season Big 12 matchup between these two rivals. And welcome in courtside, along with former TCU Horned Frog Jada Curtis. I'm John Liddle. Great to have you with us as well. Yes, TCU has been undermanned, down to basically 6 players. But they've been in each and every game since they stubbed their toe with injuries. Jada, how is TCU doing this?
Their three-point shooting. They shoot 37.5% from the three-point line, and that's been able to keep them in games. And so if they shoot well tonight, they've got a chance to beat number 7 Texas.
Well, Texas is no stranger to big injuries this season, but a freshman has stepped up in a huge way for this Texas team and led them. Let's talk about Madison Booker.
Yeah, Madison Booker is one of the best freshmen in the country. The 6'1" forward has taken over the point guard duties since Rory Harmon went down and has been unstoppable. She averages 15.6 points per game and 5 rebounds, but she has such a unique skill set. One thing that really stands out is her elite basketball IQ, and I'm sure it'll be on display today.
Meanwhile, for the Horned Frogs, Sydney Harris, her last 5 games have been sparkling.
You know, injuries has been a big issue for TCU, but one positive thing about them is they've gotten Sydney Harris back from injury. In her first year at TCU, she's showing why she was the max freshman of the year. She averages 16.3 points per game in the last 3 games and is leading the Big 12 in three-point shooting since mid-January. Her capability behind the arc will put pressure on Texas all day long. This is before this game, so really, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how they come out thus far.
Another great look. This time Roberson knocks down the triple, and the Horned Frogs strike first.
Here in this new lineup and just getting it done on both ends.
Really stretched the floor. Now Booker, short corner, gets Texas on the board. She has been outstanding this season. A National Freshman of the Week honor for Booker this week. An offensive rebound and stick back by Jones. No, but she gets a second chance.
Ability to really put pressure and play defense. They're going to need her on the floor.
So Texas has made an adjustment against the zone, putting Madison Booker on the short corner. What does that do for them?
She's able to use her size and really rise up. She scores really well from that mid-range, and it makes the defense shift. So if she's able to continue to knock those down, TCU's going to have to adjust. So it looks like they're second-guessing themselves, especially because the 3 isn't falling for them.
And Harris finally gets one to go down. Sydney Harris has been red hot from outside.
For sure, and hopefully that ignites their offense.
So tough inside. Great rotation. Holly in the corner. Gets past Jovanovic, pulls up and nails a jumper. Gonzalez lobs it inside. Great look to Muhammad for the easy finish. This has picked up the pressure. Holly wide open from the corner. Comes up short on the 3. Muhammad just too much muscle and so long to kiss it back home. Booker up the floor herself, pass down low, and a great finish for Deanna Gaston, the senior from Pearland.
Under the basket is something that's, you know, immeasurable.
Roberson for 3, and you can't give her that much room. TCU finally back on the board.
You know, for the Big 12 and just being able to come in and lead this team has been remarkable.
Agnes Emanopu going to the reverse for 2. At the end of 1. Booker not a 3-point shooter. Gonzalez is, and rains one in from straight on. Texas has been through some bumps this year, losing their All-American point guard. Wow, what a take by Muhammad. She did not look open, but fights up through the traffic to score. Jones wide open inside. 4 players touch the ball. It never touches the floor. Taylor Jones has 5. TCU trying to get some movement on their offense. It's been fairly stagnant by their standards. Emanopu knows she just has to keep shooting and gets the friendly roll. Only 8 to shoot. Manumala Unia. Drives left. Agnes Emanopu rings home a 3. Jovanovic. Oh, what a take, and 1. Got Winintanda in the air. Jovanovic finishes and has a chance at the old-fashioned 3-point play.
And she's just able to just get her on her hip, and it's the little, be able to lift up and finish that.
Welcome back inside. I'm John Liddle alongside Jada Curtis. Great to have you with us as well. it was in danger of being a runaway in that second quarter especially, but how did TCU hang around in this one?
I think they just came out and was the aggressor in that second quarter. They weren't hitting shots in the first quarter, but in the second quarter, they finally was able to put the ball into the basket, and I think that ignited their confidence.
Well, for sure, coming into this game, Texas, a team that has been great in the paint, we thought that's what we were going to get again, and while some of the points from Texas came in the painted area in the first half, they really haven't overwhelmed TCU there.
No, they're 8 points in the paint to TCU's 4. And you know what the stat is they average 16 points in the paint more than their opponents. And so TCU's doing a really good job, even though they're outsized, of holding that down and not letting them really run away with that stat.
Well, for sure in the second half, Vic Schaefer will have some ways to get his team open inside. Meanwhile, for the TCU Horned Frogs, Agnes Emanoku didn't start great in this game, but man, she poured it on in the second quarter.
Yeah, for sure. You know, she's a really good three-point shooter. She's 2 for 8 right now, but that hasn't stopped her from keeping to shoot. And so finally able to knock some down, as we see one right there. But again, her energy and her effort on both sides of the floor have really kept TCU in this game.
Shooting just 33% from the field. Booker, the freshman, inside, but her pass hits the rim and ricochets right to Aaliyah Moore for her first 2. She's hit 10 threes 12 times this season, and there's another one, Victoria Flores. If she has time and space, she can hit.
Again, in rhythm, just being able to get herself set and knock those down.
From outside for TCU, that's where most of their points are coming from. Reverse it to Booker, into the lane, fadeaway jump shot, so pure for Madison Booker. Down by 6. Emanoku, another 3, and she is locked in now, her third 3 of the afternoon. Longhorns trying to get out of an offensive slump. Booker dribbling to that nail area again, and her fadeaway rolls down. Outside to Booker, makes the extra pass to Holly. 11 to shoot, good spin move, Moore, count it, and 1 for Aaliyah Moore.
Beautiful spin move, and we'll take a look at it again. A beautiful spin move there off of Emanoku, was able to draw the foul and get herself a 3-point chance opportunity.
Both those places. Gonzalez into the lane. Nice bucket for Shaylee Gonzalez on the run. Trailing 3 by Booker. Bangs it down. It's an 11-point lead for the Longhorns.
Has gotten 8 points in the paint. 8 out of their 15 points were in the paint in this third quarter, but Aaliyah Moore able to knock down that short corner jumper right there for Texas.
Offense. Holly, the handoff to Aaliyah Moore. Up and under against Agnes Emanoku, and Aaliyah Moore showing why she's one of the most talented players in this league. A steal by Texas, and they've already got this game by the throat, looking for more. Wide open look from the corner. Shea Holly says hello. Texas by 19. And outscoring TCU 24-8 in the quarter, make it 24-10 off the Jovanovic take. Manu Malaunia, the 3 doesn't go, but Roberson has the rebound. Flores Harris underneath, twirls and hits. Still haven't seen Madison Booker back since she went to the bench with injury, and off the tap back, Deanna Gaston bangs one in. This undermanned TCU bunch just ran out of gas at OU after making it a game. And they've run out of gas today as well. Roberson says not so fast off the feet from Flores.
The guard Texas's 5s and centers who, you know, are out.
As Shea Holly reigns in a 3. Shea Holly has a big second half going with 12 of her 14. She did rejoin the team on the bench as the pull-up goes down for Gaston, and Texas has been so much better offensively in the second half. The team had to cancel 2 games because they were down to 6 healthy players, as Harris out of the left corner nails a 3. Just a pure shooter, Sydney Harris. Texas polishing off a big win as Booker pulls up, and she is no worse for wear. Madison Booker has 13. As Sarah Sylvester, the sophomore from Livonia, Michigan, comes in, and then a couple of the other walk-ons are going to check in as well, but Sylvester, the first player in TCU history to play both basketball and volleyball, and Piper Davis, Ella Hamlin, and Micaiah Moore will be coming in as well. To basketball shape. yeah, sure, you can be lean and, you know, in the prime of your life, but it's a different thing to be in basketball shape. Nakia Moore comes out with a steal, but she has her pocket picked by Codio. Man, this place was ready to erupt if Nakia Moore was able to take that one to the rack.
Oh, my goodness. It would have been such a good thing for her, for sure.
But the Texas Longhorns take control in the third quarter and use a dominant second half to pick up their 4th straight win. And the rivalry between Texas and TCU in the Big 12 in the regular season is done for now, as the Texas Longhorns knock off the TCU Horned Frogs 65-43.